Businesses fail, businesses succeed, businesses grow, businesses die. Business is hard, business is easy. Which one is it? Why is starting a business overwhelming for some, yet simple for others? I'll share that with you in a minute. So I wanted my own business. I wanted to call the shots. I wanted to choose when I'm working and how much I'm earning with no limits. But I was afraid. I had self-doubt. I'd never done a business before. So it took a long time for me to get out of being stuck and to actually take action. And because I was jaded from the MLM experience, I was just like, I just don't want to be taken for a ride again. I really need to find a business that replaces my income, means I work less and have a lifestyle, but please, I want something that works. There are two types of people. One type of person is ready to get a result, ready to turn their life around. They take action. They are open to possibilities. They are willing to learn and grow. They believe it's up to them to create their life and their wow lifestyle and choices. And then there's the people who are stuck in fear, stuck in the problem, stuck in the overwhelm, and always have a reason why they don't take action on something that will help them expand or succeed at a higher level. I was living in fear for most of my life. I wanted to start a business when I finished school. Now that's a long time ago, but I had no idea how to. And I mean, we've got expenses, right? We need to pay for living. So how on earth was I going to start a business and come up with money? I had no idea. So I did what most people do. I got a job. I committed to the job. I worked lots of hours to keep the boss happy and to keep my job. And I hated it. I had no life and I felt used. I was making lots of money for my bosses, but not getting the rewards for it. And I was so tired, so exhausted, so overwhelmed, so unhappy. So something had to give. There's no way I wanted to continue in the corporate world. There's no way I wanted to continue working long hours and just feeling like all my life was work. So yes, I have replaced my corporate income. I work part-time from home and earn 6 figures in a business I absolutely love. So I can share that with you later. So back to the topic. What's the one thing stopping you from starting a business? See if you can relate to any of these and tell me in the comments the ones that really strike a chord with you. Lack of time, lack of money, not sure which business to do and what business models work, not sure who to trust, not sure how to start, scared to leave your job. I mean, they say our job's security, but we found out in COVID that a job is not security. So my husband lost his job. They just renewed his contract for 6 months and then it's just like, no. A week later, no, there's no work here for you. So we're in a predicament. I didn't want to lose everything we'd worked for. So thankfully I had this business that I do. I'd just been playing around with it though, I hadn't been serious with it, but I'm like, oh dear. Okay, it's time to actually do it. And consequently, I actually started earning 10K a month again and then had 50K months as well. So that completely was our lifesaver during lockdowns. So what are other reasons why you might not start a business? Fear of failing, fear of success maybe. What will people say? I mean, the people around you, what will they say? What sort of pressure, what sort of stories do they tell you that are all like doom and gloom? Wanting to fit in, scared of not being the norm. But if you want what successful people have, you've got to do what they do. Fear of the unknown. There's all sorts of fears we have. Lack of confidence. You've never had a business before, so how do you know what to do? How do you learn it? How do you succeed? Someone is stopping you or holding you back. Maybe you are stopping you and holding yourself back. You're scared to take the plunge. It all seems too much, just too unfathomable. I mean, I've got the dream, I've got the goal, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be my own boss, I want to call the shots, but how? So write in the comments the ones you resonate with. What's going on for you? And after this, go to my channel. There's plenty of videos there on getting unstuck, life transformation, how to choose a legitimate business, how to look out for scams. There's so much information there. So go to my channel, make sure you subscribe and you'll get a notification every Monday when there's a new video. Fear alerts us to what's important. And I think fear is the number one person why people don't start a business. Stress and fear and overwhelm can put us into a fight or flight state. So it means we can't think straight. We can't make decisions. So we need to give ourselves the space so that we can have clarity. You can use your fear to propel you forward. You can transmute your energy. Again, see my other videos about these topics. Focus on what you want and not what you don't want. Fear will help you get clarity if you decide it will. If you don't decide that it's consuming you. Fear can be powerful. So how do you get unstuck? How do you get the confidence to pursue your dreams and live the life that you love? Listen and learn. Be careful who you listen to though. There's lots of sharks out there. There's lots of misleading information. I looked at so many webinars before finding the business that I do, and they were full of people saying they've got this wow life earning 10K a month from home. I'm like, how on earth are you earning 10K a month from home? I mean, I didn't earn that much in my job, and I was working 60 to 80 hours a week, and then I had to commute like an hour to 2 hours a day. It was really stressful and overloading. So I watched the people, and they didn't actually tell me how they made the 10,000 a month. There was gaps in the information. It didn't make sense. I'm just like, man, this is a scam. Like, this is dodgy. I don't believe you. I don't trust you. I seriously looked at so many webinars and I still see them today. It's misleading. It doesn't stack up. There's a lot of business models that are disguised MLMs, but they say they're not. See my other videos on business models and the steps I took to find a credible and legitimate business and people to trust. A business model that kicks butt. I had to learn everything. I didn't even know what an online business was. When I saw these ads for things, I'm like, what do they mean an online business? What do they mean working from home? I had to get out of my comfort zone. Getting out of my comfort zone gave me a new life. Wasn't easy, but it means I could see a path forward. I started dreaming again. I could see a path forward that was safe and doable for me. Surround yourself with people who are successful, even if it's online, like me. Talk to me, book a strategy call. Don't do Einstein's definition of insanity, doing the same thing but expecting a different result. I have a free guide to get you started. It's the 7 steps to your one-of-a-kind life. It is an awesome guide. It is full of inspiration, information, exercises if you want to do them. It's real, it's profound. It's free. So go to brilliantunstoppableyou.com and get the guide. Share it with your friends. Seriously, share it with everyone. It is life-changing. So have you identified your main fears? Have you identified what's holding you back? Have you identified why you haven't started your own business yet? Write it in the comments and have a look at my video about focus on what you want, not what you don't want. It makes a big difference, and it will tell you how I used that strategy to overcome feeling so sick at Disney World that I felt that I couldn't actually have the time with my son. And there's no way I was going to miss out on Disney World with my son. So I had to focus on what I wanted to have that wow experience.